Here's the home page of the online platform. Usually, draymen and freight forwarders would register. To get started, first open the program registration. Here's a drayman's pertinent information. The contact list shows specifically which company employees could be involved in communicating postings on the platform. Drayage companies would list their interchange agreements to verify steamship line eligibility. The program administrator assigns the program participant number. The import drayman would select this button to fill in the detail of their posting. In this example, the import container will be unloaded at zip code 17307, which is Biglerville, Pennsylvania, which would be considered the York, Hanover, Harrisburg region, during a date range of 8/5 to 8/7. Note the drop downs make it easy. Here are all the Baltimore steamship lines, container sizes, that sort of thing. The information input is submitted to the administrator, who assigns an import reference number. In this case, 1013 is assigned, which will later show up on the available container map. The freight forwarder would select this available containers button to view possible matches of sourcing empties. Assume an exporter, or his freight forwarder, is researching if an empty container could be sourced within the region a pending booking will be loaded. In this example, a load of paper products is to be loaded in a 40-foot Evergreen Standard container between August 4th and 6th at zip code 17354, which is Spring Grove, Pennsylvania. First, you would input the region. Note a map appears for York, Hanover, Harrisburg. If you were to change this to, say, Reading, Lancaster, another map would show up. Next, input the container size, 40-foot standard, and steamship line. From that, you can see there's import reference 1005 and 10013. To see this on the map, note that 1005 is Emmetsville, 1013 is Biglerville, which is the one that we illustrated the import input, and the loading would be taking place in Spring Grove. So both of these could be possibilities for the forwarder to explore. The details of import reference 1013 can be opened by clicking here. Only the top portion confirms what the import drayman had previously put in. Then you notice at the bottom it says, to the import drayman, we have a booking in the same container size as your import steamship line, as your import delivery. And then the pertinent information about the booking is shown here in yellow. The forwarder's inquiry is then submitted as a request to quote to the drayman. Note on the part, this is the salutation saying it's going to this import drayman, involved with reference number 1013, when the quote's needed by, and then the request is made by this particular freight forwarder. Down here is the recap of the forwarder's booking information, when they want to load it. Down here, under export dray quote using the same container's import reference number shown, the drayman would quote the now export dray using the same empty container from that import unloading in Biglerville. Then it would be submitted back to the freight forwarder for consideration. if both parties agree, and then a deal could be consummated. And therefore, the import drayman has found a load to return to the marine terminal without coming back empty. Back to the home page. Note there are two other buttons: Forwarder RFB Input and Available Bookings. Although the main thrust of the program is for import draymen to advertise the availability of empty containers that match the booking criteria required, the program also offers the ability for the freight forwarder to put out a request for bid to the drayage community. By opening the forwarder RFB input detail, the forwarder can input the particulars of their booking. After completing this form, the submission goes to the program administrator. The inquiry number is automatically generated here. In this example, electrical components are planned to be loaded at zip code 17557, which is New Holland, Pennsylvania, between the dates of August 20th and August 23rd. The program administrator inserts the posting details on the applicable regional map. For example, the Reading-Lancaster map, and posting number 7 applies in this case. The import drayman would then use available bookings to search for possible bookings that match. After inputting the container size and steamship line, the available bookings appear. In this case, posting number 7 on the map is near New Holland, Pennsylvania. By opening the detail, the forwarder's booking information appears on the top of the screen. In the section below, the drayman can input their quote for the RFB and submit it back to the forwarder, who made the posting as an email attachment. If the quote looks favorable, the parties can contact each other to consummate a deal. As illustrated, this procedure is simple for draymen and forwarders to use. The role of the neutral administrator is limited to assigning reference numbers and inserting links to the applicable regional maps. So the program pretty much works on its own.